Thank you. I call to the podium the representative of Ukraine.
Honorable Mr. Chairman, distinguished ministers and delegates. I am honored to address on behalf of Ukraine the 10th Ministerial Conference. First of all, I would like to express gratitude to the government of the Republic of Kenya and personally to Minister Amina Mohammed for a warm and hospitable welcome extended to the conference delegates. I would also like to welcome the Republic of Liberia and the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan to the WTO. Since the last ministerial conference, Ukraine has undergone critical developments, including severe economic and trade crisis, mainly due to the illegal annexation of Crimea, aggression in the east of Ukraine, and the subsequent loss of production capacities, and additionally barriers imposed by a major regional trading partner. Despite the difficulties we are experienced, the Ukrainian government has launched and is consistently and vigorously implementing critical domestic reform, aimed first of all at macroeconomic stabilization. Since exports traditionally amount for over 50% of the country's GDP, trade is and will be a critical part of Ukraine's further economic recovery. Thus, Ukraine remains strongly committed to predictable rule-based multilateral trading system and further liberalization of global trade. This year, Ukraine has ratified the agreement on trade facilitation and has been invited to the agreement on government procurement. These agreements are seen as critical to our continued domestic reform efforts and to improve trade opportunities for our businesses. Currently, we are also quite close to ratification of the protocol amending the TRIPS agreement. Thus, we encourage all the WTO members to move forward with acceptance of the TFA to further remove non-tariff barriers to trade and to reduce red tape and trade costs. Ukraine fully supports the mechanisms of the international trade rules enhancement included in the DDA modalities package. Our contribution is particularly aimed at finding practicable deliverables by implementing creative solutions, which we believe is currently much needed, to identify and to strengthen positive effect on trade, not only on the economy in general, but on the economies of all developing countries. Mr. Chairman, we would like to see more progress on many of the issues. In particular, the export competition pillar in agriculture is doable now and must reduce and eliminate all forms of export subsidies and all export measures with equivalent effects. Ukraine successfully stands at this position and will stand further. Thus, we encourage all of you, delegates, to demonstrate flexibility in the interest of strengthening multilateral trading system and find consensus on the decision on export competition. We believe that creating fair, competitive rules for agriculture trade must also include domestic support and market access. Ukraine proposes to define clear time frame for addressing other core AG issues like market access, domestic support, and public stockholding in post-Nairobi format. We remain concerned about rigid distinction made at the WTO between developing and developed countries. We believe that our collective challenge is to face today's economic realities and to find more sophisticated approaches that go beyond these rigid and outdated country labels. Therefore, we can ensure that the WTO achieves fair trade liberalization and makes progress on shaping global trade rules. Unfortunately, we also face that some of the WTO members are not complying with its obligation undertook and introduce politically motivated trade restriction. In the year ahead, Ukraine will be using all and any instruments available within the WTO to enforce our rights and to remove these barriers. We are looking for valuable constructing trading relation with all WTO members with due respect to the WTO rules. We believe that rules must be respected, and I repeat here, rules must be respected, and that's a core pillar of the WTO. We are a reliable WTO partner at the WTO. and will contribute its perspective and experience to help forge solutions among members to move the WTO agenda forward. Ukraine is open for business and trade, and we will be further reforming our country, making it more business-friendly for both domestic and foreign businesses. To conclude, as Ukraine is open for globalized and liberalized trade, we urge all of you to demonstrate your adherence to global level playing field for trade. And as all of us know, our actions speak louder than our words. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.